What's going on, everybody? How are we doing today? It is a beautiful Tuesday. It's been a very hot few days here in Colorado Springs. We're using the air conditioners. We're outside. We're inside. We're just trying to stay cool. Wherever you are, tell me how the weather is. I want to hear it in the comments below. So we are going to go over something that you've probably been through, right? You've been through it. I'm gonna grab my water real quick. We've all tried to lose weight somehow. We've all tried to lose weight some way. We've all tried to find out ways to lose weight, right? There's all these things out there. Thank you for joining in. Remember, if you are catching this live, hashtag I'm here. And then if you're catching the replay, hashtag replay, just so I know that you got some value from today. We're going to go over having you ever tried a fat diet or even just like a cleanse, right? Oh, I just need to cleanse the body. I need to do this fad diet so I can lose a quick 10 pounds. I just need to do this. Oh, I've tried this. Have you tried it? Oh, I should try it. I need to lose 5 more pounds. Have you done this? Have you or your friends ever just talked about a fad diet? Have you ever talked about a cleanse that you want to do? Have you ever just done something like that in the past, or you're working on it right now? What are you, or have you been in a situation of using a fad diet or trying to figure out if you should try one? Let's hear it in the comments below. I want to hear it. What's going on? Be Free Beauty, how you doing? It's great to see you. So I know that I don't get a lot of people on here, but I'm going to go over a lot for you today. So have you ever tried a fad diet or a cleanse? Have you stuck with it, or have you found yourself falling off? What have you tried in order to do that? I'm going to go ahead and take one of these off because my computer's running slow. There we go. That might help. And it's hot out here, so the computer's working a little bit overtime. The phone's always working, right? Or have you even just questioned why these fad diets and these cleanses are for a small or a short amount of time, right? Okay, well, I'm gonna do this fat diet. I'm gonna do this cleanse. I see you, a cleanse. Yes, we've all been there, right? We've all been wondering about it. We've all been trying to figure out how we can lose our next 5, our next 2, our next 3, our next 10, our next 20 pounds quick, right? We've all been there. I'll tell you, I've been there. I was very heavy in high school. It didn't take a fad diet to lose weight. It took a lot of work. I'll just tell you that. And continuing, have you ever just wondered why they are only for a certain amount of time, or just like really quick so you can get it done, and then all of a sudden you've lost your weight, you're at the wedding, you're at your party, you're on vacation for that certain amount of time, but all of a sudden you get home and you're back to the same weight you started that cleanse with? Why? Why is that? Right? So here are some certain questions that I can, or certain facts that I can tell you about why fad diets do what they do, and why they do it, and why they are only for a short period of time, right? They're not certain for having you stick to it in a long period of time, right? These diets are made to put you in a very low calorie deficit. I mean, extreme calorie deficit to no calories at all, right? You are extremely hungry. You are seeing progress. You're tired. You're irritable. And you're just like, I just need to get this cleanse done so I can lose these 10 pounds. But I'm almost there. I've already lost 6 in 1 week. Yes. Losing weight quick can happen, but these low or no calorie cleanses or no calorie deficit, these low calorie deficit, extreme low calorie deficit fad diets, or diets that you're trying to use for that quick 5-pound loss, they're detrimental to your longevity of a diet, right? Your diet is what you eat on a daily basis, but they're detrimental to your weight loss, your fat loss progress, because you're not learning how to do this and enjoy what you do for a long period of time, right? You're doing this for a short period of time, you get it done, and then you're back to, okay, what do I do next, right? I'm not going to do it anymore. Sure, you may see a lot of fat loss or weight loss within the quick 10 to 17 days or 14 days, but then all of a sudden you've been doing it for this long, but now you're not seeing anything at all, right? Why? Why is that? Number two, because you're in a calorie deficit that your body is starving. You have nothing else for on to whatever it has. You don't starve, and it's absolutely amazing, right? Absolutely capable of keeping you alive too. But in these cleanses, it's not helping you develop myself on a diet or a fat diet, right? It is able to food and how you can use food to your advantage, right? And how you can lose weight, eat everything that you love, version of that. A little bit healthy to eat out today, but if I do eat out, I know what I can get is less calories, right? Or that can help me at eating whatever level that I want to get to, right? So these fad diets or the short put you in, it's not really helping you lose it quick, and then all of a sudden you're back to where you started. So anything at all, you gained it back, even at the end of the 14 days. But did you learn weight quick? But did you learn that you do these things for 30 days, do it for 75 days, but can you honestly rest your life? Now, if your answer is yes, I would love to sit down and talk with you, because some of these diets, yes, you can. I want to hear ones that you've done and that you're still doing, and that you can still see changes in your body. Now, if you're doing these diets, are you seeing the progress that you want to see in strength, in fat loss, in endurance, in energy? I want to see some of the comments below. See how you are saying that you're wrong. I just want to hear about it. Because the most of these fad diets that my clients come to me with, they have been doing it and they're not seeing any more changes, or their nutritionist put them on such a calorie deficit that they can't and even stick with the calorie deficit long enough, because then it's too low. What's going on, Troy Renner? How are we doing? It's so good to see you guys. Thank you for joining in. So your body is holding on to whatever it can until you aren't eating at all. And sometimes this works and sometimes it doesn't. But you're starving yourself in order to see these changes. You're exhausted because you're trying to see these changes. You are irritable and irritated and just absolutely emotional because you want to lose this weight quick. I'm not saying that you're not going to be these things when you're using a regular diet, but at least you're enjoying some of the food that you're eating and you're actually eating, right? So number 3, how do we come back out of an extreme calorie deficit or a low calorie deficit to a safe one that you can use and still see changes? Well, there's a whole bunch of different things. You got to see your BMR, basal metabolic rate. You got to see how active you are on the daily basis. And you also have to see how many times you're working out and how many calories you're losing a day, right? So all of these come to calorie out, right? Your calorie output. How many calories are you using each day? How many steps you're getting in a day? How much activity you're getting in the day, to realize and see what a safe calorie deficit or calorie surplus is good for you. But all that is good. But if you're eating 800 calories and you're burning 3,200 a day, you're not getting any food at all. So you're not going to see many changes. But how can you get yourself to a safer calorie deficit that you will start seeing changes? Well, we're not going to get you from 800 to 2,000 calories in one day. That's asking for failure. That's getting you set up for failure, and that's telling you that you can't do it. because all of a sudden it's too much food. You're feeling extremely sick because you're eating so much. You can't even eat the rest of the meals because you're feeling so full. You're bloated. You have to go to the bathroom all the time. And sometimes you probably can't even poop. Your body is just like, what is happening? So just like we do in a weight training situation or personal training situation, you have to go a little slower, right? You have to ease your way to get up to 2,000 calories. And this is called reverse dieting, right? So reverse dieting is just trying to get your body to a safer calorie intake specific for how much activity you're doing and how much activity, how much rest, and how much you burn throughout the day. So let me go see what my kids are doing real quick. I hear them yelling. Just one second. Yes, boys. That is your safe calorie deficit, right? Well, you have to work your way back up. I can't get you from 800 calories on a daily to 2,000 calories of fat to see those changes. We want fast and quick results, but we don't want the time that it takes to get there and keep it there, right? So you have to get out of your starvation mode and start eating a little bit more each day, each week, each month to where you feel that you can obtain and sustain that calorie surplus until you get to that safe calorie deficit. All right. So your body is using your body fat to keep you warm, to keep your body in general working. Your body is amazing. Your body is awesome, and it is capable of keeping you alive, even if you aren't giving it the love and the energy that it needs, right? So you're not seeing those results because it is trying to keep you alive with body fat, and it is going to keep that body fat on because it doesn't know when it's going to get the last meal that it needs, right? When it's going to get more calories to keep you safe. So it's going to use a little here and a little there, but it's going to keep packing it on. So at last resort, if you're not getting any calories at all and you're dying and you're killing yourself slowly because you're not eating, then it may use it. Right? But at that time, how do we come back from that? How do we learn to come back and give ourselves enough food and enough energy throughout the days, throughout our lives, throughout our month and our years? Is reversing that diet mentality and slowly working your way back. That is number 3, slowly working your way back to a safe calorie deficit that works for your activity level, that works for your calorie output level, and that helps you feel energized, right? Number 3 is all about safely getting you back to a safe calorie deficit that works best for your specific training and activity level and everyday life. All right. So other than that, those are the 3 things you need to focus on and come back through and ask yourself, why? are they so fast and quickly done? And why did I put the weight back on? And how am I going to come back from this to get back to a safe calorie deficit? So other than that, I hope you've learned and got enough value from today's live. Other than that, I will see you again tomorrow for another awesome live. We're going to be cooking together. I will give you the recipe later on, and I'll see you then. Bye, everybody.